Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Burrow to throw right away. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Escapes the defender. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Allen going to keep it again. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Josh Allen very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. And now they'll throw with Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the air, Allen. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here we go. They'll start on the ground with Swift. A little juke. A solid stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. You look at this Raiders defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
A 1st carry for Tyler Algier. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, down at the 31. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Burrow.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, what a move. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Downs going in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Rams have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the 1st. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline and watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Raiders at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From midfield now, Burrow. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Handing it off, right side, Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Gabriel Davis, 54 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Eckler now between the tackles. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. In motion right, Watkins. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but They were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Going quickly out to the right side, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Here we go. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Once again, it's Swift. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again back in front.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and it's now 21-15. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They started on the ground with Eckler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Allen off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Algier, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Come on, guys. Keep it up. Your ball, baby. Showdown.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On On second down, here's the option. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Now, this will be returned from deep in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. On one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Allen looks to throw on second down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Allen now on first down. This is swung out to Eckler. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's second and 10. Allen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third and long, it's Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
This a quick pass to Davis. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Third down and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the game for Adams. He's got a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Eckler. Powerful running. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's Allen. That's into the hands of Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. On play action, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st down, Allen. He'll get this to Eckler. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it going the other way. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morrison. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Let's go, let's get that touch.
Eckler again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Burrow. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Allen to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Allen going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Here we go. Burrow from his own end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Swift. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes, right side. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry, 89 yards. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Allen. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run right here with Swift. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. On the handoff, this is Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Los Angeles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.